Welcome to the first Division 8 hybrid meeting. Mike, you got a question? Oh, we are recording, yes. So it is the 21st of August, 2021, believe it or not. And you know, this is the first time, we were talking about this just before we started. This is the first time we've met in person for a meeting since February of 2020. February 2020, it was a toy mall, that's right, yeah, absolutely, wow. So this is our big call to order and recognize guests. I'd love to say, you know, I almost feel like saying I got 18 guests in the room because I haven't seen you guys nose except for a couple of folks that I've visited either at scale or something like that. But Larry, we already recognize you coming from Division 10, and Larry Smith, of course, is from Division 10 as the superintendent, trying to figure out how to make this work and get some tips or, you know, some tricks and so forth, at least get a clue of what maybe to do with their meetings and so forth. What else am I supposed to say here? Nothing else. CJ Reven, R-E-V-E-N, is a brand new member, joined a month ago or so. Welcome, CJ. Unfortunately, not in the room and not online with us, but hey, welcome. So he'll see the recorded welcome if nothing else. Zoom participants, you know how it goes. And again, pretty much what we've said before. If you've got a question, if you've got a comment, say your name, speak clearly, speak loudly, especially if you're in the room. And we're going to repeat your question or comment and so forth up here just to make it clearer for everybody. We're going to probably take a 5-minute break between the business meeting and the presentation, and just expect things are going to go a little slower today than what they normally would during business meeting, just because it's all new technology. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as they are posted to the Division 8 website?
Approved.
So Russ says he makes a motion. Do I have a second? Second from Mark Norman. I saw about 3 hands go up, but I heard Mark first. Any objections? They are approved. Mike, treasurer's report.
Treasurer's reports for 2 months because we didn't have a meeting last month. On the expense side, any questions?
Do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So
Mr. Johnson, Bob Johnson. Okay. And a second. Here we go. Bill Lynch. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I have the first committee report, and that's the election that's coming up in 2022. We do elections in Division 8, even numbered years. That's in accordance with the Mid-Central Region rules and bylaws. The board positions are always up for election because they are 2-year terms. So that would be the superintendent, assistant superintendent, the clerk, and the treasurer. And then the trustee positions are 6 years, and the trustee position that's coming up this time is Russ Weiss's. So put that to the side. At this meeting, I make the appointment for the nominating committee. It's one of the few things the superintendent gets to do without asking if it's okay of you guys if I do it. Basically, I just have to ask them if they're okay with doing it, and that's it. So Chairman Mark Norman, Chris Broughton, and Stan White will both be members of that committee. And I know they've already been working on stuff and are well ahead of the curve already. Their next task, their last task, is to report the slate of candidates to this guy, the Division 8 clerk, at the January 2022 meeting. If there's only one candidate recommended on the slate and no one else is self-nominated or nominated by anybody else, in other words, we only have one person for each of those positions, we'll do as we did last time. It will be election by acclamation. We won't do any balloting because there won't be any need. It's just one person. Why go through the hassle? Why go through the cost of that? If it is a balloted election, and then we'll go through that process and the results will be announced at the March meeting. So basically at the end of the January meeting, if we have more than one person in any position, we'll do a ballot, go through that whole process of collecting and so forth. The teller, Dawn Fowler, has already agreed to do that. And Bill Lynch will be the judge, basically the assistant, making sure that, you know, Dawn does it right. Okay, basically that's it. The positions are assumed at the conclusion of the spring Mid-Central Region board meeting, which will be at Indy Junction 2022 in Indianapolis. If you are interested in running, and this is anybody who is a Division 8 member, so if you are interested in running, contact any one of those folks on the nominating committee, and that would be Mark Norman, Chris Broughton, Stan White. I did not see Rick Weir online. There will be more details, of course, in the pie chart about this, but For member welfare, we have 4 names, unless you want to talk to them, Mike. I think all of these have been in the group's IO email, so you should know about them anyway. But Tom Gunther's brother, Alan, passed away, of course, last month. John Zerwinski has been in the hospital. He's out of the hospital, doing quite well. We've done a couple of emails back and forth. I'm a little surprised not to see him. And that happened. This hospitalization, the heart attack, happened right after they had moved. And Patsy Copley, of course, has been in the hospital, and Rick Weir for some surgery as well. But more details in the pie card.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's August, so that means it's the beginning of a new contest year. And this is the 2021-2022 Charlie Keeling Hybrid Model Contest. So what's hybrid all about? Well, thanks to some of our good folks like Fred and Ron, who are really good with online things, we're going to continue submitting our models online, viewing the models online, and voting for the models online. But the hybrid part comes in that here at our meetings now in person, we invite the modelers to bring their models with them. Right now, we're not having refreshments, so that whole back area is ready to go for models. In the future, we'll put the tables out again here. But we would love to see your models in person if you come to the meetings. Also, in person, you'll be able to receive these beautiful certificates. Again, thank you to Fred for making a huge improvement in our certificates since a year and a half ago. And then we will be able to congratulate you in person as well as model. Not voting here, though, voting online. So that's our new system that begins today.
Barry, pardon me, it's not to me 100% clear, but we would still take pictures and through the website of the model entry, but then if we wanted to bring the same models here to show off in person, but okay.
Right. Now,
So now you need to repeat that so everybody can hear it.
Okay, good, let's do that. So the question was, are the models that you bring to the in-person meeting to show the same models that you took photographs of and submitted online for the contest? And the answer is yes. However, we always welcome folks to bring models to show in a non-contest fashion. For instance, to show us your work in progress, to show us some techniques or materials you're using. And we haven't done a lot of that, but it's always welcome. Okay, look, I guess we do today right there. So,
We have a T-track module in progress over there.
so something for folks
If someone wants to see in progress.
Good, so we welcome that. Okay, so we are always improving the contest thanks to the suggestions that you all give us. And I'm grateful for those suggestions. And one of them was, let's take the August contest and have 2 contests in 1 month and 2 votes, one for maintenance away equipment and one for highway vehicles. So as of today, we are now doing that and we've had good results. Let's look at the maintenance away results first. There were 5 entries. And congratulations to Bob Frankrome for getting 3rd place in the maintenance away. His 200-ton crane and tender. And then we had a tie for 2nd. So let's congratulate Rick Geertz for his maintenance away equipment models and Steve Lasher for his bump car converted from a Pullman Palace car. And then for 1st place today, we have Kevin Jones and his ON30 tool car. So congratulations, Kevin. And here's the certificate.
Mr. Dawson's going to take a picture, maybe even.
Not quite contactless, but we'll go ahead and have you hold it and put it on.
Oh, look how you smile behind the mask.
Thank you. Congratulations. And then honorable mention today also for Greg Hatter and his Penn Central crane and flat car. Now moving on to the 2nd category, which is highway equipment. We had 4 entries today in that. Again, thank you, Bob Frankrome. You got 3rd place, and that was for the dump truck that you entered.
There's nothing like being consistent, Bob.
A lot of consistency in this group. And very consistent with Rick Geertz. Thank you for entering your grain truck, which got 2nd place. And then first place in the highway equipment category goes to Craig Hatter for his auto carrier trucks.
You're going to stay up.
Craig's certificate, congratulations. We'll be sure and get that to you. Honorable mention today goes to Ron Ellison for his owner-operator semi-truck.
Cool.
All right, we like dual categories, so let's keep doing it. Next month, we will have dual category for photography. The first category that you can make entries to and vote for is model railroad photos. Black, color, any type of photo. The second kind, and you'll make separate entries and separate voting for, is prototype railroad photos. So we're going to continue entering and voting online. And we wanted to clarify with everyone, you submit your entries for contests by email, not at Booths.io. And the various procedures and dates for each contest are listed in numerous places in the pie card every month, on the Vision8 website, and at Booths.io. So you can find out the information from all those places. Okay, thank you all and happy modeling.
Thanks, Barry.
Thanks, Barry. Mr. Ellison, you're on.
Just a quick correction there to Barry. The contest cutoff dates, voting dates, et cetera, are not listed on the website. They are listed in Groups.io and they're always listed in the pie card. So you can always refer to them in the online edition of the pie card if you forget.
Thank you.
The Silver Spike nominations are open until midnight tomorrow night. So if you have a qualified member to receive the Silver Spike that has not previously received the award, please fill out the information from the email everyone in the organization received. And if you can't remember that, can't find the email, send an email to Division 8 and we'd be happy to send you a copy so you can make a nomination. Otherwise, we'll proceed with processing the nomination and the award will be made at the Christmas dinner, December 4th, I believe. Moving right along. You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Fine.
It's coming through really well, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
very good, very good, very
Oh
good.
boy, I got a compliment from Mark Hedge, so I'm all set now. Train show and sale, which we all know Mark is a major part of. Matter of fact, Mark has sold all the tables and started a waiting list. And he currently is in the process of reaching out, especially to Division 8 members and other people that have tables reserved from the March 2020 show that were paid for then and have been held. Your tables have been held all this time. They have been sitting in the back room of the Holy Family Parish storage room, but they're there waiting for you to arrive on November 13th, 2021. So if you're interested in the table, you better get on the waiting list, better get on there now than the week before the show. It's possible that some of the folks that Mark is reaching out to now might cancel their table, and other cancellations I'm sure might come up. They always do. And last thing I'd like to say is that next month at the September meeting, we'll be soliciting volunteers to help out with the show. The show doesn't go on without help from Division 8 members. So we'll be looking to sign you up to be a volunteer to set up on Friday afternoon, help with the dealer unloading Saturday morning, help during the show, and then tear down the show after the show on Saturday. And if there's no questions, that's it, Fred.
Any questions from anyone in the room? Anyone online? Any questions for Ron?
No, but I've got a bit
Oh,
of a
wait.
statement.
You're next. All right, Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, gentlemen, as you know, $30 a table for Division 8 members currently up to date, $25. But you'll go on a waiting list, 97 sold. We're coming up in the end of August. Never have that many sold out Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good. Bye.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, Ron, Bob Frankrum, at one time, you had a list of people who were doing information tables. And of course, the shows have been canceled and canceled. So do I need to re-sign up, or do you have me on your list, or?
We have you on the list. We have you on the list already, Bob. You and I have communicated, although I can understand why with all the emails flying
good to go.
around, you might have forgotten, but you are signed up to do your information table in your usual spot.
Thank you. I just wanted to verify that.
And since
Thank you.
we're talking about information table sorts of things, Mark Norman is back here. And was Mark also going to have a table set up?
Mark
Similar to
Norman,
that?
Mark Norman is going to be at the Division 8 table, answering questions,
There you go.
maybe doing some demonstrations, shaking hands. No, don't shake hands, Mark. He'll be
All
at the
right.
Division 8 table right next to
Cool.
Mark Courage. It'll be Mark and Mark.
All right. Anything else? Good stuff. Thank you, guys. So this is me. A couple things I'm going to just throw out there real quick if you don't know about, and you may see these again after today as well. The Central Ohio RPM meet is a go. I just got an email yesterday, actually, from in Marion, Ohio. If you can't find it on their Facebook page and you're interested in going, holler at me. I'll get you information about how to connect with those people and see what's going on. October 9, of course, is the Cincinnati Division 7 Model Train and Trade Show in Lakota West. Y'all know that one. I'm sure we'll have a caravan going up there.
Just point out it's a 2-day show.
It is a 2-day show, October 9 and 10, actually. Yes, thank you. October 23rd is Southern Indiana Group is having their train show in Jeffersonville, Indiana. And those are just a few that are coming up. There are more in the area. Here's something we just found out about, a convoluted path that it found its way to us. But did you know about this, Bob? This over at the Carnegie Center for Art and History in New Albany, that they're having this Hoosier Lifelines Environmental and Social Change along the Monon.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can read what the slide says. They're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5 until the 16th of October, and it's free. Not only is it free, it's free parking as well. Sounds like a fun thing. Okay, and I have never been over there, so we're definitely going to make a trip over there. If we can't arrange a small group of us going, I may just go by myself sometime. Indy Junction's coming up. We're going to talk more about Indy Junction later today.
This is growing old stuff. It's just no good. Thanks, Fred. So in just a few minutes, I'm going to give you all a little presentation on what's been going on my layout with the signalings and everything. And I hope you find it interesting. And there'll be time for questions afterwards. So as you can see that next month we'll have another full session, and Mark Hedge will be the host as he's always been, and Ron will be the technical advisor to make sure that questions get answered on the chat and so on like that. So if you enjoyed those the last couple months in the past, then here's your chance to do it again. And the only stipulation is that you keep it to a railroad topic, whether it's the one-to-one or O gauge or Z gauge, but railroad stuff only.
And virtual only. We will not do it in here. Okay. Same thing with the gathering. The gathering and Zoom, excuse me, and both sessions will only be on Zoom.
Okay, so let's see. Next month, we keep on wanting to get Fred up here, but I have a couple of presenters. I think you'll be okay. I think we can push you back another couple months. Bernard or Bernie from
Bernie Kempinski from Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah.
He told me that he would like to do a clinic for us. I gave him a couple of months that were open. I was hoping to zing him off an email before I left for this. I did not, but later on today I'll follow through. Our youngest daughter also lives in the Virginia, the Richmond area, she was saying that they got a lot of storms. The ones that kind of just missed us, well, they hit Virginia pretty good. So perhaps maybe he's been out of power or something like that, but I'll follow through with that. But I think that'll be one of the months I'm sure that we can tie him down. Also,
Before you go forward, how many of you know the name Bernie Kempinski? Yeah, a few hands come up.
One hand up.
Known for a lot of things, military, especially Civil War railroading. He's written a bunch of books for Model Railroader. He's got an online blog that just goes on and on. And if you've ordered, Bob, you probably ordered some of those chains from Alchem Industry, little manufacturer. That's Bernie's play. Yes.
Russell,
sir,
move closer to Fred.
So he can hear you better. So he can hear you gooder.
is this better?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Fred, help me out. What's the division up in the Akron, Kenton, Pittsburgh?
I think it's 3
Sure, we'll go with 3. Anyways, but
or 4.
what's that?
3 is Dayton for sure, but it could be.
Oh, you know what? I think it's 6 actually.
3, 6, whatever it takes. That I gave Fred and I, heavens, about a year ago, sat in on one of their Zoom meetings, monthly meetings, and they liked the background that I had of the Batavia Freight Depot. And they said, hey, well, you know, blah, blah. So I ended up giving them a presentation probably 6 months ago. They sent me a list of all their guys that like to give clinics. At the time, I sent out a request and they had stuff going on. So I will follow through with a number of those guys, and I think I can let you off the hook again. Questions or comments? Okay.
Thanks, guy. Thanks, Russ.
Thanks.
Division 8 membership, a real quick look at this, 123 Division 8 members. Averages the length of membership from 1 year to 57 years, 6 months. And we've been doing this the last several months, going through this, and the averages keep moving up and so forth. So this month, celebrate the folks who have 40 to 45 years, because we've worked our way down. Eventually we'll get down to the folks that have 1 year, and then we'll start over again. So there you go. There's a quick list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think the only person who's either in person or online out of this list is Alan Williams. Alan, you're out there, aren't you? I thought I saw him pop up.
He is out here.
Okay. Yay, Alan, 43 years. Yay. All right. That is the end of the business meeting. That's everything that's on the agenda. As I said, I knew it would take a little longer. We had a few extra things, and there's a little bit of technology here and there. We are not going to do a back to basics this month because there's already enough going on. Business meeting adjourned. Let's take a quick break. So if you need to do a bio.